Welcome back, CA Hoops fans. Rob Washburn is here, and I'm Bobby Broyles for CA Hoops Weekly as we preview Northeastern today. The Huskies, Rob, had a bit of an up-and-down season a year ago, but still turned out an 18-win season, along with a trip to the CA semifinals.
Yeah, this will be a transition year for Northeastern as it looks to replace a decorated class of seniors that included 3,000-point scorers in David Walker, Quincy Ford, and Zach Stahl. Now, that group achieved a lot of success, including the school's first CA title in 2015. But despite the loss of those players, there's still plenty of talent on hand for the Huskies. 2 starters are back, and there's a deep group of reserves who will get an opportunity to showcase their ability with an increase in minutes. Northeastern has also added 6'8" forward Alex Murphy, who previously played at Duke in Florida, and guard Vasa Pusica, who started 15 games as a freshman at San Diego.
We got to speak with head coach Bill Cohen to discuss his expectations for the Huskies going into this season.
Well, as you mentioned, we've lost a ton of experience, a ton of production. David Walker, Quincy Ford, Zach Stahl, all 1,000-point scorers plus a ton of minutes, ton of valuable experience. It's going to be tough to replace them. But I think each and every year we maintain the same goals and objectives for our team. We want to be the best possible version of ourselves. We want to compete for a CA championship. And we want to be a postseason team. So that won't change. The names and faces will. It'll be sad to miss those guys. And personally for me, to go into a huddle at crunch time and not have, the security blanket of having that level of player and experience in front of me. But it's an exciting time. Whatever this team lacks in experience, they've made up for enthusiasm.
Northeastern does return a pair of starters last year at the point with TJ Williams and inside with Jeremy Miller.
Yeah, Jeremy Miller was one of the top young players in the CA last season. He has great size at 6'10" and 230 pounds, but he's also a dangerous shooter who averaged over 10 points per game in CA play and made 31 three-pointers. He has the potential to be an all-conference player for several years. TJ Williams is a 3-year starter at point guard who's been a steady presence for Northeastern, and that role will become even more important this year with an inexperienced group. Also returning for the Huskies in the backcourt are senior Jimmy Marshall, junior Devon Begley, and sophomore Donnell Gresham, who can all score the ball from the perimeter. Now up front, Anthony Green and Sejan Ford saw limited time in their rookie years, but they'll be counted on more heavily this year. Murphy was a top 50 recruit coming out of high school who's batted a multitude of injuries but could make a major impact, and Pusica averaged 8 points per game and led San Diego in assists as a freshman.
Here is Coach Cohen on what he expects out of his pair of returning starters.
Well, obviously they're going to have to take more of a leadership role. There are 2 most experienced players coming back. They've been in crunch time before, and they're going to have to show some composure and some leadership in that regard. And to this point, they've been terrific. They've set the tone of practice, along with the transfer eligible Alex Murphy, who brings us experience and leadership in that regard.
Northeastern opens their season at home with city rival Boston University on Friday, November the 11th at 7 o'clock, regionally televised on NESN.
Yeah, at Media Day, we got to catch up with Northeastern's TJ Williams to talk about his game day experience. You can check it out now on casports.com and on our social media platforms.
Towson is up next on CA Hoops Weekly season preview presented by Under Armour. Tune in tomorrow for a breakdown on the Tigers.